On today's episode, I'm doing something a little different than normal. Don't miss it.
I stay putting in that work. Everything I get, I'm work. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work. Everything I get, I'm work. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work. I'm up in the morning like 5 in the morning, I'm already on. So when you just getting out of the box, boy, I'm rounding the corner. This ain't a persona.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 104 of Inside the Body Shop. Now, on today's episode, I'm doing a different format with the layout of this episode. Reason being is I'm having an audio problem with my recording from today, and for some reason it won't transfer over to my editing software. The video works fine, but the audio won't, so you can't tell anything what's going on without some sort of commentary. So I'm actually gonna watch the episode with you guys and explain what I'm doing while I'm watching it, just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what is going on in the video, being that there's no audio in it. So it's a little different layout, so let me know what you guys think. I'm experimenting with it, so I don't know if I'll keep doing it or not, but it's just an idea. So I'm testing it out. Anyway, I started off the day on the Toyota Camry from yesterday's episode. I headed up on the frame rack and I was making some pulls. I got back into that one this morning. So I started working on the rear body, repairing that, pulling out the metal, like you see me doing right here, pulling out the metal, getting all that finished up the rest of the way. Then I had the frame rail end cap right here that I had to drill holes in order to do my plug welds. And I fit that on there, then I went ahead and measured it to make sure the placement was exactly where it's supposed to be. I measured the right side first, and then I measured the left side. That's the new end cap right here. Measured that in order to make sure it was right where it's supposed to be. Then after the measurement came out good, showed it exactly where it's supposed to be, and I went ahead and I fit up the reinforcement bar just to make sure it was sitting on there right. The measuring system should be correct, but I just wanted to put that on there to make sure it's exactly the way it's supposed to be. And I went ahead and welded that end cap on, got that finished up. Then I started fitting parts. I fit the bumper bracket, and I had to tweak around the taillight pocket slightly. It wasn't wanting to sit exactly right. And then I went ahead and fit the taillight like you see here. I ended up having to tweak that taillight pocket around a little bit, just slightly, to get that taillight sitting exactly where it's supposed to be and lining up with the trunk lid correctly. The gaps and everything were slightly off. Now I have everything fitting. I shut the trunk lid, and I'm checking it all out, making sure all my gaps look good. And everything fits perfect, so I went ahead and pulled the rest of it, pulled it all back apart, took the bumper off and the taillight back out, and I went ahead and did the plastic work on that bottom quarter extension area. There's also a buckle in the quarter panel that from the impact, and now that all the stress was off of it, after repairing everything, the stress was off of that, so I was able to tap down the rest of that buckle, and it flattened out perfectly, and I went ahead and I had to do a little glaze work on that as well. So here I'm doing all the fill work. I'm gonna get all that knocked out. Then I take it out of the clamps while that filler's drying and get it back on its feet, and I finish up the fill work, and I went ahead and got that one in primer. So that one's gonna get painted tomorrow morning. It's gonna go home tomorrow. Being Friday, we gotta get this one done. So it'll be going home tomorrow. Then I dove into my next victim, which is a 2014 maybe F-150. I can't remember what year it is, but a newer F-150 that I think a tree limb fell on it and caused damage on the roof. Quite a bit of damage. It's kind of hard to see in this video, but I had to work all that out, and I went ahead and used some of my PDR tools. Now I wasn't trying to, PDR is paintless dent removal for those of you guys that don't know what that is. But I wasn't trying to push it out perfectly. I was just using the rod in order to rough out the damage and get it close to, get it level back up to where it's supposed to be. But it ended up, it's gonna take some glaze work. I knew that ahead of time, but that was the easiest way in order to work this out rather than use the typical dent puller you guys see me use quite often. It's difficult using that on a roof because you gotta get it way up in the air with all the cables and everything. And it's just difficult. It's much easier to use the PDR rods if you have access and if you could get to it. So that's what I did with this one. I got it all pushed out. It came out really nice. It'll get finished up tomorrow. It's ready for fill. So, but that was my day today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you do me a huge favor and click that share button. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So thank you guys. Helps me out a lot. And that's a wrap for the day. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Know what you guys think about this new format. It's a little different. I'm trying to get used to it. So it's kind of weird looking at the camera while I'm watching the video and trying to figure it out. So let me know if you guys like this format. I might try this out some more and see if I could get a little better at it. But thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.